Yeah, man. Hey, this is a very, very, very special day, man. Hey, this makes me a believer, because I've been asking for stuff like this here, man, and look what he did, man. He just dropped the angel right in our laps for the day, man. Miss Winslow, man, she's a real live pillar of our community, man. She's been a part of the city council for the last 27 years. I'm going to say that again. She's been helping the community, being a pillar of her community for the last 27 years. That's just some paperwork, y'all. That's just some paperwork. So, Miss Winslow, since we have you here today, it's my honor, my pleasure to meet you today. But I got the phone call to come up here to do this, and I'm supposed to be at football practice. I coach football.
All right.
But when I got the call to come up here to do this, I told the little bad kid, y'all can wait, y'all be out there. You know what I'm saying? Because this is what it's all about. It got to start here first. It got to start here first. Once it start here, then we can take it anywhere we want to take it at. So, as Hot Talk Radio, as the father in me, I welcome you to the station. I welcome you. We got a lot to talk about. I took some notes. I don't believe everything on Google though, so I'm glad you're here. I got a couple of questions.
Okay, you're gonna ask me some questions.
Yes,
I love a good challenge. All right.
I definitely want to ask you some questions. But before I start even saying anything, tell the people about you.
Okay, so I'm originally from Illinois. And my parents, they were entrepreneurs. My mother was a beautician. They call them cosmetologists now. And my dad had a package store, and he ran a bar. And they also bought real estate. So I came up in an entrepreneurial spirit of family. And my parents were always pushing us to go to college and to go to HBCU school. So that's how I ended up from Illinois down here in the South. So I ended up at Tennessee State University.
I don't want to interrupt you, but I think that is so important. You came from Illinois and your parents wanted you to go to the HBCU.
Right.
Because they felt like, you said what? That was important.
Yes.
To go to a school that's going to teach you your culture and things that you're going to be able to live off.
That's right.
And survive.
Mm-hmm.
So I just want to touch on that because it's like we live in a world now where we don't represent that the correct way. That's not a conversation in the average household to go to an HBCU because it's not cool, it's not popular.
Right.
So when you was going to school,
that's where people went. You know, that's just where people went.
That's what it was. Actually.
That's what it was.
That's what it was.
That's what it was. So I went to Tennessee State, and then after Tennessee State, great school,
awesome school.
In fact, Cleophas Johnson, there's a park named after Cleophas Johnson. He was the band leader at Morris Brown College, and prior to his death, Morris Brown College represented the state of Georgia in all the Thanksgiving Day parades, the Macy's Thanksgiving Day parade. Do you believe that?
Yeah, they did.
Represented Georgia.
Yes, I can believe that because we come from that. Like we come from greatness. So it's just like being in the room with you. First of all, it's like I said, I need this energy. Because I deal with kids all day, every day.
Right.
Kids and the elderly, that's my demographic.
Okay.
The ones in the middle, they set your car on fire. So I can't really, I can't deal with them. So it's just like, I always said, when I get 50, I was going to try to run for city council. Because I care about my community so much, I know what comes with it. So to be talking to you right now, just like this confirmation that this is what I need to be doing.
Well, what comes with it is responsibility. So that's what Maynard Jackson taught me, is that public service is the greatest thing that you could really do. Okay, greatest thing you could do. You know, because you're giving of your whole self. You're giving 100% just like you give to the kids. You got, when you teach them football?
You know what? And so somebody asked me the other day, what was my title when it comes to coach? I've been with the organization 3 years. Shout out my Stonecrest Seahawks, my Stone Mountain Seahawks, my Rock Chapel Seahawks. Whatever name we going by, shout out to my Seahawks because it changes every day. But somebody just asked me, what's my title? And I was trying to get them to understand, dealing with the kids, you got to wear a lot of hats.
You're a mentor. You're a mentor. They looking up to you. They look up to you. You're more than a coach to
Thank
them.
you. See, that's what I'm
talking about.
That's what I was trying to get them to understand. Like, I can't just come out here and call plays. I have to deal with the kids off the field at the same time. Because somebody like you've been doing this your whole life pretty much.
Oh yeah.
So I gotta follow your footsteps.
I was a PTA president, and I got my degree in social work.
Yes.
So I was in the classroom to see about the children every day, and the teachers love that. They said, "Ms. Winslow, you sit down over there," you know, and so I supported the teachers in the classroom, and I supported the children because children want to see a parent or a concerned person see about them. They get a little tested, they get a little mad, but they really like it.
They love it because
they do.
You saying that I got 3 schools that I go mentor the kids at. I got a high school, Newton High School, matter of fact, Clemens Middle School, and Live Oak Elementary. Before the COVID thing hit, I was going to the 3 schools every Friday.
Wow.
And when I went in there, because my approach is a little old school, so I'm way more firm than anything, because it's discipline first. But we're going to have fun. So when I get into schools, it's like, first of all, I'm almost like the only man moving around doing what I'm doing, which is cool. So when I go into schools and I'm going there like, I'm going in there, talking the way I'm talking, looking the way I'm looking, the kids can relate to it. So like you just said, the teacher's like, go ahead and sit down right there. I tell the teachers, y'all go chill, take a break. I'm going to run the whole class.
Right.
Because we demand respect, first and foremost. When you get that respect,
right, and then children look at a male role model differently than they look at a female role model.
We finna get into that. We gonna get into that. We gonna get into that.
We gonna talk some politics too, because I want to talk about expungements in a little bit.
Yes. Because I definitely want to talk about the expungement and the other thing going around in the schools about the race thing.
Right.
I don't even understand that. Like, it's
the curriculum.
It's some stuff is just like, wow, it don't even make no sense. Cause it's just like, there's a guy named out of Albany, Georgia, named King Randall, right? Young guy. He started mentoring kids at 19. He's 21. He purchased the school in Albany, Georgia. They were going to demolish the school. You know what I'm saying? See, nobody don't know about this.
Wow.
I mean, he been making his rounds over the news and all that kind of stuff, but it gets to the point where it's just like the curriculum, what we learned in school, we don't need our kids to learn the same curriculum. What about the trades? So they sold the school to him for $500,000. Now here go the politics of it. We'll let you get to school, but you have to follow our curriculum.
Right. And that has nothing to do with the trades. See, they've thrown the trades out of the schools. They need to bring them back because that's where the money is.
That's survival skills.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with a degree, nothing wrong with it, but you need to know how to work with your hands. You know, black people used to be master bricklayers.
Still is. Some of us. Yeah, some of us still is.
We used to be wrought iron specialists. Steel, that's what we did.
Yes.
All the curlicues.
That's how we built the country, ladies and gentlemen.
Exactly.
That's how we built the country.
Exactly. Let me say something to you. And this is something I do, and I have some of my black friends, they think I'm a little crazy, okay? But when I go to visit them, I said, listen, there's a plantation somewhere around here, right?
Mm.
They said, yeah.
Mm.
I said, okay, well, I'm going to find it. They said, well, what do you want to go there for? I said, you don't understand. I'm going to see what we built. You don't understand. The big mansion, that's what we built. Everything on that plantation is what we built. So let me put it like this. When the African slaves, our ancestors, sold us, they didn't sell off the weak people.
Mm.
Okay?
Mm.
They were trying to get rid of the strong people because we were the warriors.
Mm.
We were the warriors.
You talking until you talking now, you talking now, you talking now. Let's talk now, let's talk.
Okay, so they got rid of the strong people. So, and think about it. See, this was in the 1500s.
Mm.
So Timbuktu was still going strong.
Yeah.
Europeans were still going over to trade with Africans. But then, when our ancestors sold us, Africa started going down.
Mm.
Okay, because it took all the intellectual people away.
Very smart.
It took the smart people away. So nobody tries to. If you're a weak person, people don't even bother you. They just sit you over in the corner someplace.
True.
But if you got strength, people are always trying to knock you down. And so that's what society has done to us.
Mm-hmm.
They know we're strong. I've been to Egypt. I saw the statues. I saw everything.
That's on my list. I gotta go touch that. Yes, I gotta go touch that.
Let me tell you, when I saw the statues, I said to myself, I knew they were lying, but I couldn't prove it. Great statues of us, kings and queens.
Beautiful.
Okay, kings and queens.
Beautiful.
All right? So we're strong people.
Very strong.
We really know it, but we've been beaten down so much. Sometimes we question ourselves.
Mm-hmm.
But we're great people.
Amazing.
And society, the larger society, they know that. Listen, we just burned up a bunch of stuff last summer, right? How many times have we burnt up cities? Lots of times. Detroit after Dr. King died.
Yeah.
In
LA.
We had a race. LA, 1992. Had a race riot in Atlanta in 1906. What does the greater society say? Okay, look, we know we've gone too far. Okay. Come on, everybody. Let's sit down and talk. Let's talk. Black and white. We're gonna talk.
Let's talk.
Let's talk. Because they don't want to lose us. Have they ever said, get back on the ship? Have they ever said, go to the dock?
Auntie, talk about
Have
it.
they ever said, go to the harbor?
Talk about it.
No. But the Hispanics, they said, go back. Okay, now I'm going to tell you why. It's economy.
You getting deep
economics.
Now. You getting deep.
Economics.
You getting deep.
Hold that thought. Let us.
You getting deep now. You getting deep. All right, Auntie, hold that thought right there. We're gonna take a quick break right quick, cause you see now you touching on something. See, Hot Talk Radio gonna get into you raw, uncut, man. We gonna come right back with it.